I knew something was wrong the moment the cork popped. It wasn't the sound. It was the silence that followed. My husband stood there smiling too wide, watching me like he was waiting for a performance I hadn't rehearsed for. The bottle was my favorite wine, the one he pretended to hate buying because it was too expensive for casual drinking. And yet here it was, a celebration gift, a base offering, a perfect distraction. But betrayal has a scent even when it's behind sweetness. When he poured me glass, a faint chemical note drifted up. Sharp, wrong, foreign. I didn't react. I just smiled, lifted the glass, and in one quiet movement, switched mine with his. 10 minutes later, he was coughing. 10 minutes after that, he was begging. But we'll get there. First, the beginning. He wasn't always a monster, that's the part that still irritates me. When I met him, he was warm, attentive, almost painfully sincere. He noticed details. My favorite pastries, my love for stormy nights, the fact that I always read the ending of a book first, that I mistook attention for love. I mistook predictability for safety. Over the years, we built a life, not perfect, but ours. I trusted him, loved him, defended him. And maybe that's why his betrayal didn't destroy me. It sharpened me. It started with small shifts, late nights, new cologne, sudden defensiveness. It changed passwords he once freely shared, that he guarded his phone like it held state secrets. But I didn't confront him. He wasn't ready. Not because I feared the truth, but because I needed proof. Then I found it. Not a text, not a lipstick stain, something far worse. I found a voice recording. Her voice, his voice, their laughter, their plans, and then something that froze me in place. Once I'm free of her, everything will be easier. Free of me. That phrasing wasn't about divorce. That night, I didn't sleep, but I did think a lot. Grief lasted about an hour. After that came clarity. A cold, precise clarity that hummed under my skin like electricity. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I didn't even tell him I knew, because revenge works best in silence. So, I planned strategically, meticulously. I documented everything, moved money quietly, met with a lawyer wearing a smile that didn't reach my eyes. It transferred the house deed to my name, something he'd never bothered to read. I directed his emails to a private folder. I found out her name, her job, her address, and I waited. He became more careless, more distracted, more sure of himself. And on my birthday, he decided he was ready to be free. Funny how timing works. The wine he surprised me with wasn't poisoned enough to kill instantly. It was meant for a slow decline, one that mimicked illness, one that would leave him innocent and widowed. I didn't need top row if he intended to kill me. I just needed him to know I knew. So there we were. He raised my glass. I raised his. I watched him drink, watched him swallow, watched his throat tighten. After 10 minutes, he started coughing. Another 2, and panic distorted his face. He looked at me horrified, confusion breaking across him like waves. What did you do?" he rasped. I leaned forward, elbows on the table, calm as the dead air between us. "Nothing," I whispered. "I just switched the glasses." His eyes widened. He knew that he finally understood that I understood. "Help me," he gasped. "Did you plan to help me?" I asked softly, while I died slowly in our home. He tried to speak, but his voice broke into a choking sound that wasn't quite a word. The poison wasn't lethal. Not anymore. Earlier that day, I replaced the content of the bottle he tampered with. His dose wouldn't kill him. It would only reveal him. I dialed emergency services with steady hands. "My husband is having our action," I said calmly. "I think he might have poisoned himself. I need an ambulance." They arrived fast. He was still conscious when they strapped him to the stretcher. Still conscious when the paramedics asked me how long he'd been feeling sick. Still conscious when I handed them the bottle with his fingerprints all over it. Still conscious when he realized what the next few hours, days, months would look like. Interrogations, tests, his secret lover, his attempt to murder me, his entire life unraveling thread by thread. And I will be there alive, smiling, free. People think revenge tastes sweet. It doesn't. It tastes like wine. Sharp, dark, with a bitterness that lingers on the tongue. but it burns clean. And for the first time in years, I could breathe again. My birthday ended with the house quiet, the glass still half full, and the echo of his last terrified look imprinted on my mind like a gift. Some presents you unwrap, others unwrap you. This one, it freed me.